right, good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome into Tuesday. Whoops, this is upside down and craziness. Welcome into Tuesday. How you doing? Tonight we are doing a numerology class, and what that means is we're going to talk a lot about numbers. You guys have been very good at sending me questions all about master numbers and repeating numbers and what it all means. And also the numerology of your life path. So we're going to talk about all of that tonight. It is a live class, so I do a lot of Q&A in those classes. If you have some questions about this and want to learn more about numerology, jump on. There's a link below. All right, let's see where we go. If you're looking for the individual zodiac readings for mid-April, I'll drop a card here. I made a video, have all 12 signs in it. I know. All right. Let's see where we go. So, deep breath, everybody. Unknown territory. That's where we've been for a little while here. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. Some of you don't even know you are, but that's why you're here on this channel. All right, wise leader. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. Some of you are going to have love come in because your heart has closed down. All right. Some of you have had a situation where your heart's closing down and maybe over the past couple of years needs to open up. And I feel like that's part of your mission. Your mission will only come through your heart. And if your heart has been closed or broken or unhealed, it now needs to start working again. And that's what wants to come in here. In order for you to step into your leadership role, there must be some heart action. Okay? Wow. Death underneath. If you watched my twin flame reading yesterday, same thing. Death underneath. Chariot. 6 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. 7 of Swords. 5 of Wands. The 9 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. What did I just saying? The transition into love. All right. So some of you have been really trying hard to move forward on your own, been doing a good job of your own kind of thing. But I feel like a lot of us have accumulated people around us who are negative. And it's not just about being toxically optimistic. I don't really feel that at all in the collective. I'm feeling like there's a defiance about anyone coming into my space. Like, there's something going on about you all opening to your own intuition, and so not really seeking guidance externally, and that's all awesome. That's exactly what needs to happen. But there is sort of in that energy that feels a little bit like anything in extreme, right? It feels a little bit like the closing down of the heart. So I'm not looking externally for anything. And I mean, no man is an island. Okay? No man is an island. So it doesn't mean that you're making other people responsible for your happiness. It's almost like the pendulum has swung so much into the place of I alone am responsible for everything in my life. It's just me, and maybe this has been over the past 2 years. We've been really dealing with this. Now we're in this energy. North Node has happened. We've moved the North Node into Taurus, which is about what do we really value? What do you want to create in your life? And the South Node of Scorpio, which is much more about constant change. The Taurus North Node is asking us to embrace and create some kind of stability in the midst of a lot of change going on, okay? And sometimes we have, in order to make things more simple, because there's just so much change going on, in order to make things simple, it's like, okay, I'm just blocking other people's a connection in my life. I'm just not really reaching out to anybody. I'm sort of always going internal. And, everything in moderation, right? If everything in moderation is balanced, then I feel like there's a missing piece here that needs to get considered, which is healthy love. something that does take, action from you, something that does take a strong sense of self, the power that you have of your own awareness, like going inside and just, focusing on yourself for guidance 100% of the time. I think, I don't think there's anything toxic about that at all, but I also feel like you might be missing some things. Okay. If people aren't really allowed to be around anymore, like I'm just gonna do my own thing, and I'm just not going to pay attention. In many ways, what that's clearing up is it's clearing up any kind of low vibe friendships. Some of those are gone. I definitely have seen that from you guys. But also, like, what we're moving into is more of a collective energy of working together to help each other. There's a little bit of that. It requires all of us to be as strong and stable in our own ecosystem of our own self, our own connection to spirit and all of that. It requires us to be very strong so that you can have people in your life. It's not always about blocking other people's negative energy or their patterns, low vibe stuff. Like, once you kind of clear all that, then what are you going to replace it with? All right. Okay, I see, there's been a lot of readings over the past year or so that have been quite, the cleanup crew. There's been a little bit of that where everything has been about cleaning up. Now we're really going through the transformation and transition into something new. And so what does that look like? What are we wanting to create? What kind of relationships do resonate for you? What kind of friendships? What does that look like? How do you want to create your life or fill your life? How do you want to do that? And to me, this does say that there's some kind of activity required. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So let's start out here. Chariot and the Six of Pentacles. Some of you are really doing very well and moving forward, and you might be helping other people still. Anybody that does come across your path that is this Four of Cups negativity, you might just be like, okay, I'm done with this. Moving away from that. The Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands. Like, I don't want to fight this battle over and over again. I'm going to be, a little bit, some of you might be kind of ghosting people or breadcrumbing people. Not breadcrumbing, because that's way toxic. But some of you just may be, especially the empaths who are like, have a hard time with confrontation. Like, I'm just going to move away from this. I'm just going to stop giving energy to it. Now, I do think that there's power in that. I think that you're just going to stop giving energy to it. No more oxygen, no more drama. So it can be as simple as, instead of trying to, because helping other people doesn't necessarily mean that you give them the answer and they go out and do it, because a lot of times they won't. But it's more like holding space for them to figure it out themselves, right? If you're doing this beautiful work of connecting more strongly with your guides and the wisdom is coming from within, then that is true for all of us. And so when you're in kind of a helping profession, or your spiritual work has something to do with that, can I throw it out there, and you probably have this experience with other people, that instead of being actively trying to take other people's problems on or give them suggestions or help them in some way that you used to believe was the right thing, now you're kind of shifting into this place of holding space, where instead of like your sister coming to you and dumping on you and telling you all of her problems, and you kind of actively trying to help by giving her suggestions or anything like that, instead you're holding space for your own energy. You're hearing what she's saying. You're reflecting back that you're hearing what she's saying. And then you're like, well, what do you want to do? Like, the energy of expansion, the energy of, wow, you really have assessed the issue very well. So what's next? I'm with you. I'm totally support. Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to create? And then see where it goes. Because sometimes when we give people the answer to the question, I think that there's plenty of coaches and people like that out there who think that giving people the answer is coaching, and it's really not. It's about them discovering for themselves and being able to say some things out loud and mirroring back in a sense, mirroring back, hey, what do you what do you think the answer is then? What do you think, where does your heart take you? And just see what the conversation brings. Okay? Because that is a very nurturing and it's a very grounded way of approaching things. It does feel to me like more and more the empaths are being pulled out of this place of delivering the solution. Instead, it's about holding the space for it to arise, for it to blossom and become apparent. And the old pattern of us working so hard at it. Instead, I'm going to just throw this out to you. What if every morning you said, I'm going through this transformation. Thank you for being with me, Spirit. Please show me the opportunities. I'm wanting to co-create in this life in a very high vibration. I'm wanting to bring love into this world. Show me. I'm in alignment with love. Show me what's next. Show me what the opportunity is. This is what I want to create, right? Like you have the vision of what you want to create. You have the big picture of what you want to create. But the universe fills in the how. The universe fills in like the how this comes about. You don't have to, you're not responsible for that. You don't have to. What you're doing is you're saying, this is what I want to create in the world, and asking the universe for support in that, for support in creating that. You don't have to do it all yourself. And if you feel like you've been doing it all yourself, I'm here to tell you, you don't. Spirit is there for the asking. Okay, I want to create something that is going to help single moms. I want to create something that helps the environment. I want to create something that, brings about lots of stability for my family so that we can, travel the world. I can show my children the world, or whatever it is you want to create. And then ask for the opportunities to come across your path in alignment with your vision to keep creating. It's like about trusting. It's about trusting. Because sometimes doing all the time, pushing and doing and pushing and doing, is resistance. Sometimes it really is just like, okay, this is what I want to create. I know this is in alignment with my heart. This is what I want to create. Please show me the opportunities. Please bring the people across my path that will help me do this. And then trusting. Trust. I'm going to clarify this Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, Sun, beautiful energy. Six of Cups, wow. Empress, the Ace of Pentacles, oh my God. Magic, okay? So this old way of doing things about pushing, about struggling, about sneaking away and not communicating very well, about low vibe, bitching and complaining, about, over extending yourself, trying to do the work for other people, all of that kind of thing. Deep breath. Over the next 5 days, this is likely to shift because of the shift in your own awareness. I'm no longer going to dig the ditch for all these people. I'm no longer going to tell anybody anything. It's like, just bring in the path. Universe, just bring in the path. Wow. That feels really amazing to me. I see Scorpio, I see Cancer, I see Taurus and Libra, and I see Leo. So I will dive deeper into those signs. I'm going to continue on. If this is your reading, there's a link below. If you're part of our Pathfinders group, rest of the reading starts.